We got a little bit of time. But I suppose there's a fair few of you here now. So we're going to be doing a little something, everyone. Got a bit of an announcement. I've spent a bit of money. And I've got professional help. It's been a good 2 years. But there's only so much I can do without spending like a week running in circles trying to program stuff. So it's time. It's time for a change. If I can do this right. There we go. Say hello, everyone, to the new thrifty avatar. Hopefully, new face, yeah, hopefully a little more responsive. Ho ho ho, yes indeed. And made in line to match with the emotes a bit more. It's an eldritch horror. Listen, leave it alone. Oh. But yeah, behold, look at this. We're going to be trying our best with this one. I'm going to try and make some hats for it. So I'll make a crown for King of the Castle and see if I can get it all to work. But it's pretty responsive. I cast Fireball? No! So yeah, there we go. That's the big announcement. Ba 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 ba. We've got a whole new face. And I think the mouth movements are a lot better. It actually sort of registers when I use vowels and changes and stuff. I've spent about an hour this morning because it was finished yesterday, got delivered last night. So I tinkered about with it on the what is it, VTuber, whatever it's called, this morning for a bit. And I'm probably going to tinker about with it some more, don't you worry. I'm going to make adjustments so that the camera reads my face right. But yeah, I feel like this looks pretty good. I'm kind of happy with it. And I hope you all get used to the new Thrifty. Now then, let's see. It is about time. Allow me to introduce you all now to King Samuel. Bada bing, bada boom. New face, yeah, there we go. Money well spent, thank you. His eyes are closed, yeah, they're designed to be like little eyes. Like, the person I got to do it normally does anime-based stuff, so the request to have all the lips the way they are and the request to have the eyes the way that they are was a bit unusual. But yeah, as you can see here with Samuel, Samuel is discreet as his father was. So we're going to initially be going for a stability-based ambition. Should the stability ambition fail, we are also a zealot. So we'll be going for a faith ambition next, if that fails. Furthermore, I rolled to be anti-military. And so, little King Samuel III is a bit shell-shocked Dad took him to his first battle a little too soon, and he doesn't want to go back to war. Yeah. I mean, what I was thinking, if I hadn't have rolled Zealot, a Faith archetype, I was going to have him sort of cloistered by his mother. And have, like, Faith play a role because of that. But it seems his mother had a bigger and more positive impact on his upbringing than his father did. So there we go. We're going to always side with the teachings of the church. We'll follow the instruction of the Archbishop or High Inquisitor if we can. And we're always going to try and make a deal to settle a problem privately if we can. Hello, Lakelock. How you doing? Welcome on in. Everyone say hello to Lakelock. Got a facelift, yes. There we go. Whole new avatar. Alright. Well, everyone, welcome on in. Buckle on down. We're going to have a look. It's only for the first little bit. Like, I'm sure Ep04 will be here in a bit, or someone else will. But let's review the situation, everyone. Barons are still big. Grandees need some military, maybe. I don't like military with this current character, but I mean, one military, that's not enough to even have a proper garrison. Faith across the board needs a bit of help. Absolutely got to have the church restored to glory. Faith lifting, yeah. No, it's not a win. It's been tough being grandees. Well, you're in luck. You know, there's a Zealot King on the throne. And this might be the undoing of the Samuel line. You never know. Hey, Mutated. Welcome on in. There you go. Mutated Zombie Bush the Fourth is here with the grandees. Oh, anyway, let's go through while I'm on this screen now. Welcome on in, everyone. We have the Barons joining us. We have Baron Mero, Baron Dean, Baron Katori, and Baron Alex. Welcome on in, all of our Barons. Joining us at the start of the stream for the Grandees, we have Grandee Whopper, Grandee Morgrim, Grandee Weldris II, and Grandee Lakelock II. Hold on one moment. Well, well, well. Look what came early. Just as I'm starting to stream, something I've ordered has just arrived. Let me just have a peek at it. Very exciting. A whole parcel. So those of you who were here, you'll remember I made some figures for my anniversary, my affiliate anniversary. And, I've just ordered a big fat tripod, which I can stand my camera on properly. My God. And it's got a ring light. So, hopefully, I didn't think this would come until during the week, but thank you, Amazon, for getting me an early delivery. I'll put that together later. So yeah, expect in the future some more painting and figure making streams. That's going to be on the menu. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yes, I had an update on my avatar. Mutated zombie. Yes, and thank you very much, Slippity. Patrician dominance is back with our two poorest patricians. Yes, indeed. Well, come on in as well. Let's carry on. We've got our patricians. We got... Who have we got here? Noble Patrician Nivmilk, Lord Patrician Ephra, Lord Patrician Little Less Tooth, Lord Patrician Charlie Wafflestails II, Lord Patrician Mutated the 4th, and finally Lord Patrician Canadian Commander, aka Slibbity. Well, come on in, everyone. My god, here was me thinking it would be my mum knocking on the door, forgetting I stream at this time. I heard I died a painful death. You were executed for treason, if I remember right, or put into the dungeon for treason. Be rather busy next weekend celebrating the 50th wedding anniversary. Oh, no worries. Yeah, look, I can't force you all to show up, and I fully understand if people have other things to do. You're all a part of the game, and you'll continue to be part of the game. There's no harm in you guys missing a few streams here and there if you have other stuff to do. Thank you for letting us know, Wildress. What have we got to... I've already been over it, but okay. There it is. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go get a fresh drink. No, this dynasty will be more than 2 months, maybe. I'm going to keep going till I get the triple ban achievement. So this dynasty could keep going on for a long old time. Several months. The exact opposite of Witch Blood Father? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, feel free to cook up your own stuff. And Neko, hello, sorry. Where are you? There you go, top of the patricians, look at that. Yep, Neko is a patrician. Alright, let's start as always with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill. And with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Unlike my tumultuous predecessors, the past 3 kings have all plunged this kingdom into war. I shall be a peacekeeper, bring about an age of prosperity for all. An admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Hey, Gibbo. There you are, top of the barons. Welcome on in. Alright, let's see. Let's meet everyone. Now that you're... okay, sorry. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Who is here from the patricians of the coast? Hey, it's Chaz. Hello, Chaz. Pleasure to meet you, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. It should do. We should be good for that. Who have we got from the Grandees? Hey, it's Lake Lock. Hello, Lake. May the knife god bless your reign, Your Holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. And finally, from the Barons, we have Gibbo. Hello, Gibbo. Welcome on in. Oh, no worries, Gibbo. You know, you're here just in time for the start. It's all good. Hail and well met, Your Highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices, and the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? New avatar? Yes, thank you, yeah. Samuel the Fourth will not take the crown? I mean, you can try. Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your father, but now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Oh, alright, we, broadly speaking, we like stability. I think we'll veto the Blood Oath. That's not very us. We kind of don't like that. You can do a banquet, throw me in the river, or have a lavish parade. Those are the options. No one vote D? Why not? Don't you like farming? Whoa, it's actually quite tight. There is a breach of tradition. Okay, so there's someone who's yet to vote. One vote outstanding. Gonna do a final countdown. If not, I get to pick. Oh, no, there it is. Hey, Alex. You've made the decision. Wait, what is that? Out of interest, what? Out of interest. How to stab an authority, stats determined after... Oh no, okay, yeah, so they're either 5 or 6. 6 if Monarch's ambition wins, 5 if it's a scheme win. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountain wine. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks and feast. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? Alrighty, eyes down everyone, it's time to pick your schemes. Let's go. Erman of the Alex, a kind of just bloodline. Powerful marcher equestrian stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. When have the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. What scheme should the barons pursue to overthrow the new king and place their preferred claimant, Erman, on the throne? Will it be A. Sorcery and make a do of a wizard, B. Subterfuge, replace my inner council, or C. Gunpowder? Today's the day. Gunpowder, gunpowder, gunpowder. Eeny, meeny. Oh, who's left? Who hasn't voted as a baron? Alex has, Katori has, it's Dean. Oh, there we go. Cool. The barons plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles. But perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy, to advance the scheme, the barons must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Tasso of the mutated zombie bush family, powerful business mogul, scribbles a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Samuel III. Something must be done. Alright, patricians, your options are A. Intimidation, B. Uprising, or C. Conspiracy. I see you're all on board with conspiracy. Gonna try and buy the throne out from under me. Patricians plan to sink the king under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Finally, oh my god, Verdad here, looking sharp. Verdad of the Whopper lineage, charismatic political mastermind, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Granting to the south is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, what have we got? A. Doppelganger, B. Witch hunt, or C. Fervour. With Doppelganger, you're going to want to find a body double to replace me with. With Witch Hunt, you're going to accuse me of being a witch. I'm not like my dad, honest. And with Fervour, you're going to raise religious sentiments and try and capitalise on it. Oh. Biffo the Clown? Well, it don't look like it. Who are we missing? It's just Whopper left. Gonna do a countdown for Whopper. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Oh, there. Oh, no need to do it. Thank you. Fervour it is. The grandee claimant Verdad has been chosen by the Ninth God to be the next monarch. They have promised the first miracle, food for all. Right, so Erman, our embittered sibling. In the march, the barons are pursuing the sorcery scheme. They're going to want to raise the kingdom's authority to at least 5 in 2 seasons. Authority currently at 6. So yeah, they're hitting it running. They're getting there. They got a good shot. Verdad, a bastard offshoot over in the south, wants to... The Grandees are pursuing a further scheme. They want to raise their own farming to at least 5 in 4 seasons. It's currently at 5. And finally, Casso of the Patricians in the coast, they are pursuing a conspiracy scheme. They want to lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently 1307, so they're through. Hi, Crown Bishop, welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Grandees. What would I do? What would I do? I think I would anonymous voting with this character. Oh no! Oh no! Both of them. I've been hit with a double whammy. The barons are itching for the fight, and the patricians have a new trend. Noble patrician, now Niv Milk is here to see you, your majesty. They want to sell you, a crab. A what? It's the latest trend along the coast, your majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Okay. Thank you for seeing me, your majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you these crabs will only go up in value. Okay then. Counting out your gold, noble patrician Niv Milk assures you that you will not regret your purchase. We got the crabs. Crabs are here, everyone. Summon the crabs. Your Majesty. Hello, Mero. We in the March have finished a complete reorganisation of our new army. It's truly a powerful beast now. Oh yeah, no, they're not getting anything. Is there something you want? Since you asked, I was hoping the ground might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless. You want me to start a war? We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unbloodied army isn't worth its salt, I'd say. Well, I'm not starting a war for you. I see how it is. Baron Mero leaves your throne room with a stormy look on his face. It's best not to start any wars at the moment. The barons can find their own ways to keep their soldiers occupied. I know. This is going to be a pain in the ass. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I finally found you. This place is a bloody maze. Mind if I take a seat? Who are you? Oh, me? Name's Quacking Tony, your Madge. Pleased to meet you. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea with you. Why don't we tie a bunch of birds to a knife? Reckon you could totally field some aerial troops and dominate the battlefield. Before Quacking Tony can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Yes, kill him. No, wait, no, just kick him out. Kick him out. It's behind your back, scumbag. This peasant is pro-war. Everyone's pro-war. The peasant is dragged through your bedchamber, still babbling about bird nights. When the marshal returns, she looks grim. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be Lord of Coin above all. I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. It's going to be the Southern Nuns. I will make the arrangements at once. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing before filing information behind your throne. Just get it. Wait, no. Samuel III let intrusive thoughts win for a second, yeah. Barons wouldn't rebel, would they? Come on. Alright, barons may want to increase my authority with A, the monument, but you can always decrease it with B, the theatre, instead, if you want to try and hinder their scheme. Patricians are all about treasury, so nothing much there. The grandees may want C, the aqueduct, to boost their farming and secure their scheme. In other news, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. A, B and C are likely to be the hottest items. Here's a list of all the nobles. And we're going to start the auction. Now, type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funds in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. What have we got? E and B. Ten seconds, everyone. 10 seconds. D and B? Who was that? Who got that D in? Ephra. Desperate for that observatory for some reason. Fair enough. And Niv got us the frickin' authority loss. Oh, here we go. You're enjoying a peaceful breakfast when Archbishop barges into your dining hall, waving a scrap of paper. Your Majesty, this is an outrage. This was nailed to the door of the cathedral this morning by some 2-bit priest called Smoke Lemongrave. What is it? We must obey Archie. Yes, we will. Don't worry, Archie is right. His essay decries the church, making all sorts of fantastical accusations. Outrageous. He claims that we're corrupt just because we're selling premium tickets to a cushy afterlife at 100 gold a pop. He wants the church to officially change the 4th sentence of page 118 of the Holy Book so it forbids selfishness instead of elfishness. He claims it's a typo because elves aren't real. He even criticises my hat. It says it's a bit much. How dare he? Smells like heresy to me, Your Majesty. I can have a pyre built in the city square before noon. We're going to destroy it, or we're going to burn him at the stake. 100%. Veto C, yeah. Hey, Lourdes, hello. Long time no see. How have you been? Okay, 10%. We'll roll with it. Letter is tossed into a nearby fireplace and quickly burns to ash. Unfortunately, newfangled printing press means that Smoke's words are not so easily destroyed. A splinter faction of the church churns out thousands of copies of the so-called Lemongrave Missive. Soon, oh no! Soon as widespread riots across the kingdom, and the church is widely scorned as venal and corrupt. Oh my god. It's not good. I'm doing my okay. How are you? We're okay. We're good. We're hanging on. The church is just completely shat the bed, but you know we're holding on. Grandies don't even have faith. What can I do? Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take liberty in finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Anyone. Chancellor, anyone that can help me with the situation on the ground. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. The treasury is almost empty, Your Majesty. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I think we can sell our trinkets off. You auction off dozens of necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jeweled scepter to the nobles. It's a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the king. Please don't charge me. Oh yeah, no. I sell it to 2 people and they're the wealthiest. So we had Whopper and who was the other one? In the march, Baron Katori stands atop a border fort flanked by soldiers, glaring out over Ashmedian territory with a scowl. Any luck finding a wizard to aid our cause? No, I'm afraid not. King Samuel III is weak and the wizards are satisfied they don't need to worry about royal meddling in their affairs. Great God, we must try harder. The Baron's aim is to raise authority to 5 or more. Oh, okay, it dipped under. Now it's time for the triple common tax. There we go. Oh. Wait. Okay. This came back last time, if I remember. Yeah, they're back a second time. Yeah. We'll have a look at that after the stream. I'll try and figure out what causes that. Your Highness, you simply must put the barons in their place. They've been sending their troops into my territory, occupying villages and killing any soldiers who resist. It's a provocation for war. These are baseless accusations, Your Majesty. We'd never threaten the integrity of the kingdom like that. Didn't you ask me to start a war recently? Not exactly, Your Majesty. I asked for suitable military training exercises. Regardless, we will never stoop to tactics such as these. Is there any proof of your claim, Crown Bishop? The attackers were marchers, there's no doubt about it. They acted like buffoons and killed innocent villagers for no good reason. Bandits by the sound of it, nothing more. Your Majesty, my intel suggests the barons are most definitely lying. That said, reprimanding them is sure to enrage them further. I hate it. You're going around beating people up. We ought to make them withdraw and pay a fine. We ought to fix this. Vote B, everyone. It's the right thing. We gotta stop the barons. Oh. Kinda close. Okay, well, there we go. The council orders the barons to pay reparations as they continue to profess their innocence. The grandees are mollified, but not convinced the barons will stand down. Good. Right, let's see this. Your Majesty, most excellent news. The expedition your predecessor King Samuel II sent to Chur has finally returned, and they brought something incredible back. An arsenal of magical weapons. The crew believe they are weapons of the knife god himself, or at least his disciples. Well, where did they come from? Perhaps the discoverers themselves can answer that best? The crate is dragged into the room, followed by several bedraggled sailors, all with frantic looks in their eyes. Your Highness, we found these in an ancient tomb carved of black stone. The scholars wanted to bring back ancient texts instead, but the soldiers insisted on the weapons. Could be useful, I suppose. The weapons glow faintly, pulsating purple light. Nearby nobles crowd around and jostle for a better look. What's so special about these weapons? The blades are light as a feather and cut through flesh as if it were air. They're magical, alright. Depths below, I could do with a sword like this. They're clearly cursed by the knife. We should dispose of them immediately, Your Highness. Alright, Archie, yes, I'm with you. Dispose of them. Vote A. We'll get rid of them. Oh wow, a hung vote? Oh damn. I want it on the record that you chose greed, okay, you lot? You chose the greed. Whopper, did yours go through? It did not. You can try that again, Whopper. There we are. Half of us didn't, more than half of you did. You give the weapons to high-ranking officers within the kingdom, hoping to ease tension with more defiant regions. Unfortunately, the weapons were far more than simple swords and axes, and certainly not blessed by the ninth god. Their wielders turn into dark, fleshy creatures of unalloyed evil. They slay everything in their path as they march inexorably towards the eastern sea. Oh no. They disappear into the ocean and never heard again. Your nobles are less than pleased with your generosity. Both the Pats and the Barons can rebel. I found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. I want someone in good with the church who doesn't like fighting. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast we have Petronella, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician, little less toothless estate. I mean, just look at them, they're gorgeous, and apparently they've got a silver tongue too. Their interests are typical of the coast, money, 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 and making more of it. The common folk call them a skinflint though, and worse things. Ugh. Could be better. From the south we have Zachiel, eldest son of the Morgrim moon lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? He dislikes city life and spends most of his time hunting, with no one but his horse for company, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Okay, but you know. And finally we had the March's offering. Katja, kind of the prestigious, actually a potato's bloodline. A typical baroness really, loud, brash, self-absorbed, and actually a potato. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She was high up in the army training troops, but was dishonorably discharged for some reason. Oh. Okay, by process of elimination, it's the grandees, right? They're all pretty bad. High quality. Choose a spouse, yeah, I think it's gotta be... Right, our only hope is to make sure the coast doesn't rebel, isn't it, really? So it's gonna be Petronella. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. So yeah, no pitchforks for the patricians. But yeah, we are not looking good. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's empty. The king won't be tempted by our loan offers. Maybe we could arrange some kind of heist. Don't get ahead of yourself, Lord Patrician. This coup will be conducted entirely within the bounds of the law. We have our principles, after all. The Pat's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Alright, I need some unity up in here. Okay, barons can rebel. Let's see, Merrow's already in. Everyone's already in. Okay. There we go. praise has swollen to unforeseen heights, Your Majesty. That's good, isn't it? Trade is so profitable that patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. But who cares about that, Your Majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it. Sell it! Sell it all! You sell your crabs for much more than you paid. The treasurer appears satisfied with your practicality. Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Your Majesty, the followers of Smoked Lemongrave are only growing more powerful. Now they're calling themselves the United Separatist Church of Radical Reformation of the True Belief. Or the True Believers, for short. Thank God. Bit of a mouthful, that one. Yes, but they're not stopping their popularity. It's those accused printing presses. They're spreading pamphlets all across the kingdom faster than we can confiscate them. And even some of my priests are being convinced. What can we do? They want to get rid of me and my hat. Hey. Everyone lock in. We gotta get the counter pamphlets. We gotta get D. Oh Lord. Well, that's the way the neighborhood goes, I guess. The common folk are flocking to these true believers and heretics in droves, Your Majesty. Can't believe I'm saying this, but we can't burn everyone. Your efforts to suppress the True Believers movement have been fallen flat and everyone knows it. A blizzard of anti-church pamphlets flurry across the kingdom. The common folk grow panicked and angry. Several churches are burned. Priests are driven out of their villages by stone-hurling mobs. A schism in the church appears inevitable. She can't burn everyone? No. Oh. Your wedding to Petronella isn't actually the talk of the kingdom. A week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Petronella at your side. Do you take this person as your lawfully wedded spouse? I do. Then I'll pronounce you king and spouse. Samuel III was never meant to be a king. He should have been a kindly barista at an indie coffee shop, as the knife intended. He's really not got it, has he? After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new spouse, Petronella, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which they flatter you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Petronella, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully. It's such a wonderful day, wasn't it? I'm going to be honest, I'm a little worried about the looming civil war. This shocks them at first and then they smile. Me neither. Still, I suppose it's a game we must play. Let's drop the act, shall we? With pleasure. Oh, what shall we talk about? Oh, I was so nervous today. Me too, not that I let myself show it. From there, the conversation flows like fine wine. You pass the bottle back and forth, laying bare your deepest fears and hopes. At night's end, you join your spouse in bed, feeling for the first time you glimpse their real feelings. Yeah, everyone was happy. And then the barons attacked. Samuel the Witchblood was no Baron King? Oh. Listen, I'm doing my best. The prophesied Knight's Herald has finally manifested on Celestath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Verdad, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Haha, peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Verdad. I knew you could do it. Praise be the Knife God. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we'll capture the minds of common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. People still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. The next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Grandee land has no military or faith, it's true. Nobody has any faith. But looking at this, we've somehow managed to stall out the barons and the patricians. But I think the grandees have a clear shot until their 3rd phase. Okay. Let's begin. Slippity, Nivmilk, remember to mark your RP. Yes, if you are like jostling in chat. I can't keep track of it all with like 20 people in chat. But try not to be too hostile to each other unless you're like marking it as RP. At long last, the barons have reached their boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Baron Grentaris, his boots stomping mud all over your nice carpet. The barons of the march are sick of your lies and tyranny. We'll give you soft city-dwelling bastards a proper kicking. We'll be fighting for Erman, the true monarch. This is a formal declaration of war. Next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Baron Gwentire strides from your throne room without looking back. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. The leader of the rebellion is Baron Merrow. He's citing your past transgressions as the reason for the uprising. Fining the barons for their aggression towards the grandees and the profits you made in the ill-fated crab market. It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. The barons are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they won't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There'll be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. Panic. Samuel III is having a stroke. He's not happy. Feeling we can turn this around, can we? Your Highness, a terrible sickness is spreading among my troops in the south. Oh my god, they're all dead. What can we do about it? If we let the disease run its course, we'll have lost a lot of soldiers we can't afford to lose. But I'm not sure how much we can do. Perhaps the council can see a way forward. Can we get a call for unity, everyone? Quarantine the diseased? I mean, I don't want to spend money. I mean, there's no troops, so why would we want to? Are you mad? We're spending money on stuff we don't. They don't even exist. There are no troops in the south. -1 military is real. Voting A to spite you. Why would you do that? Okay, that's everyone. Can't believe you're going to make me spend 900 gold on troops that don't exist. I know how to treat this sickness. Simple remedy: garlic, wormwood, spleen, and goat. Oh, we mustn't forget leeches. Lots of leeches. Of course, gathering enough ingredients to treat the whole army doesn't come cheap. At great expense, you send the best doctors from Quell University to the south to cure your troops. Hopefully they're worth the money. It doesn't even work. I spent all that money on an army that doesn't exist and it didn't even work. The doctors get to work with their leeches and bizarre concoctions. Some of your soldiers even benefit from the treatment. But quickly it becomes clear the doctors are also fighting a losing battle, especially after they also catch the sickness. By the time the sickness has finished cutting through the southern troops, hundreds of soldiers are dead, and morale among the survivors has plummeted. Yeah, let's hope we don't need that for future war efforts. I don't think we're going to win this. The time has come! The kingdom has grown soft under the weak and ineffectual rule of King Samuel III. As usual, it's up to the barons to fix things with violence. Aye, too right. Let's march on the capital and kick some heads in. All in good time. We're barons on the march. Let's live up to that reputation. Let's try and be clever. But I want to kick some heads. Oh, there'll be plenty of that. But first, let's think carefully about where to strike first. Military exercise. Call on the patricians. Call on the church. Or send an assassin. There we go. Preemptive strike on the patricians, 80%. Look at that. Oh, bless me. %20 and a dream. I love the petition to support the church as if the church exists. The barons launch a surprise attack on the coast, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmland. They catch a regiment of the coastal army unawares and spring an ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the battlefield will be stained red for a generation. Huzzah! Down with the king! The marcher soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the coast devastated in their wake. I like my... Oh, the Sword of Madness? Okay. Well, let's see. There are no options to do with military. I guess if you're a grandee, you may want D, the prison. But we can be pretty fast and loose here. Just bid on whatever suits your roleplay. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items will be built at the end of the auction and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. But there's a slight delay on stream, so try not to miss out. Oh dear. Boom! 10 seconds. Go, go, go. Right, farming is down thanks to Dean, and the theatre has been built thanks to Katori. We're on pretty shaky ground here. Mustering an army. Along the Marcher's border, countless boots churn the ground to mud. Marching songs fill the air. The Baron's troops are gathering in vast numbers. Huzzah! Look at them all. What are we waiting for, huh? Let's come down on a capital like hell itself. I'm as eager to spill blood as anyone, my friend, but we can't commit too early. When we strike, we must strike with all our might, and on that subject, I've considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the trials ahead. Okay. Barons, is it going to be enough, or are you going to get more military? I mean, you may as well spend some trade. You can never have enough military, right? Which might attack the deer park. Never worked with Ashmead. Peasant levies, okay. How many barons are outstanding? 2 outstanding baron votes. I'm going to do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. That's decided it. What do we even have peasants for, if not to hurl wave after wave of them at our enemies? The barons pull the peasants from the fields and thrust spears into their calloused hands. This will mean a few bad harvests for sure, but the march can survive that, right? Oh, Lord. Your marriage to Petronella has grown stale. Well, you get along well enough when you made some good memories, but there's no spark. They care more about maximising profits than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. However, securing an heir is impossible while the kingdom is at war with itself. Defeat this rebellion and then, and only then, is it worth looking to the future. I'll talk to you again when the realm is at peace. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding, in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of the palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the march is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Baron Merrow. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the south. If they march now, they'll intercept the barons in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join the forces of the army of the coast. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed barons. What are your orders, Your Majesty? Tell them to do what they like, yeah. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Grandee Lakelock II, the commander in the field. Hopefully they'll do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? A. Defy orders and go fight. B. Follow orders and link up. Or C. Hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge. C. My grandees. Just do C. Oh. You know, there's no reason for you to be ransacked a second time. A for the memes? No. Okay. Whole city holds its breath and you stew in your palace, waiting anxiously for your marshal's return. She bursts into your throne room. Those damn cowards, cravens, yellow-bellied, lily-livered, chicken-hearted bastards! What Celestaff are you talking about? Instead of engaging the enemy or linking up with the patricians, the grandees told their army to just hang back and do nothing. They sat pretty in their camp and scratched their asses while the entire March army walked on by. It's a healthy mix of cowardice, self-interest and lack of confidence in your abilities, I assume. They're hedging their bets and waiting to see who comes out on top. Bastards. You have no choice but to rely on the patricians. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. And my fate too. That's true. Never fear, Your Majesty. If we lose this, there are worse fates than a swift head chopping. It's been a pleasure to you all as well. But I think that's over. I think we're cooked. What's happening? Whoa, what was that? It's gone dark. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. It has gone dark indeed. Back up another gob of phlegm, why not? There we go. The south swells with devotees from across the kingdom. They come to see Verdad, the Ninth Herald, in action. In the picturesque town of Serena, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to curious applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our army was strong enough, we could use the chaos of the rebellion to our advantage and take the palace by force. Crusade, that sounds promising. But I suggest we leave it to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Vernard's behalf. So close? Not really. 0 military and 0 faith. Both of these, you'd have to raise them to 5. Launch that holy war if you're so tough. Laughing hysterically, it's not good, is it? It's been real. We got nothing to lose because we have nothing. You got 4 farming and 5 trade. That's something. Holy war, Batman. Here we go. The vote is called and cheers erupt in the cramped hall Lake Lock's villa. For the Ninth God. Death to the Pretender. Death to King Samuel. For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise military to at least 5. Well, everyone, it's been good. Thanks for sticking around. Today's a fast game. Yeah, it's pretty quick, isn't it? But there you go. Thanks for all the memories. No, there won't be another King of the Castle. Your marshal rides out to lead your forces against the rebels full of confidence. When she returns a few days later, she's on a stretcher. One of her legs is a bloody stump. Bad news, Your Majesty. The rebels are far stronger than we anticipated. Someone fetch a physician. No, too late for that. I led the armies of the Grandees and Patricians out for a final, last-ditch battle. We could not win. It was a massacre. Thousands of lives lost in the space of a day. Oh no, 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 no. The marshal laughs, but it turns into a great wheezing cough. Praise the Ninth, Your Majesty. Apart from him, you're on your own. She's carried away and dies the next night. Before long, the great army of the barons sprawls outside your city walls. Confident in their victory, they mount their assault immediately. The fighting lasts at night. The sun rises on a scene of carnage and chaos. The main gates were breached at midnight, and since then you've heard nothing outside but the screams and howls and the clash of blades. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. Without your marshal to lead them, they're like headless chickens. Your honour guard are in the streets outside the palace, building a barricade and organising last-ditch defences. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you and your spouse. We'll be alright, well, won't we? We'll survive this. It's up to the ninth to decide. I suppose so. You wait and stew outside. The screams and clashes get louder. Finally your spymaster arrives, out of breath, her face stained by smoke and blood. They'll be here any moment, your majesty. You must saddle your horse and escape the city. I know of a secret passage. Marvellous, we're saved. Right, let's go, quick, quick. You follow the spymaster down through a hidden trapdoor behind your throne. Petronella accompanies you, muttering prayers. The capital is lost, but you can get it back. The grandees have agreed to shelter you while you plot your revenge. Oh. At least some people are loyal. After crawling down a tunnel for what feels like hours, you spill out onto a leafy courtyard. 3 horses are waiting. As you saddle up, you hear a wet thud behind you, followed by the sound of something rolling across the floor. Your spymaster is lying dead on the ground, her head missing. Baron Merrow stands over the body, flanked by a dozen soldiers, his longsword stained red. Spymaster and Marshal both been killed by the barons. Never liked her. Ideas above her station. Baron Merrow, please have mercy. Whatever have we done to you? Quiet, you've nothing to fear. I'm not here for you. Get it over with then. As you wish. With a triumphant smirk, Baron Merrow takes a sharp gesture. Marches soldiers step forward, crossbows at the ready. Next time, your majesty, don't underestimate the barons. We keep this kingdom safe from empires and from tyrants. Brace yourself. Instead of killing you, the soldiers seize you and drag you back towards the palace. Your ordeal isn't over. Your spouse is dragged off too, kicking and screaming. You never see them again. You can only hope Baron Merrow kept his promise and no harm came to them. After a week rotting in your own dungeons, you're marched out onto a public platform. Jeered at by thousands of peasants, you cringe under a barrage of rotten fruit and fresh dung. Baron Merrow sits in the front row grinning. The rebels have won, the capital has been taken, you are a former king. The executioner waits silently, holding an axe bigger than you. If you have any last words, now's the time. Everything I did for my kingdom. You place your head on the block, the executioner lifts his massive axe. Wait, you suddenly thought of much better last words. You turn to the executioner to tell him, but the axe is already falling. Funk! Your head bounces into Baron Merrow's lap, and your reign comes to a gruesome end. GG, everyone. A Baron victory. Oh dear. So then, let's see. Barons, what do you want? For the incoming, the Baron's launcher, Ermine. What do you want Ermine to be? Faith? Merrow says faith? Farming? Military? Okay. Someone try and keep track of what the barons are saying. And I'll read the book. Having lost to the rebellious barons, King Samuel III was dragged from the palace and decapitated in the city square. After losing the civil war, the patricians retreated within their borders and immediately began plotting against the usurper. As a reward for staying loyal to the king, the top grandees were beheaded. In public, the survivors swore loyalty to the new regime. In private, they swore revenge. The barons launched a rebellion that toppled the king and devastated the kingdom. In the aftermath, no one could stop them from taking the throne, and Herman was crowned to the half-hearted cheers of the traumatised common folk. Samuel III, the Usurped. Such a good boy. He deserved better, really. And we got Monarch Herman coming in. He did deserve better, let's be real. Nekojitas Sawelfius at more than 7k. And here's Monarch Herman. Gonna be a farming ambition, I believe. So yeah, Monarch Herman. Gonna try and get the farming up. What a gruesome end to the line of Samuels. Thank you everyone for playing. GG, it's been a rough couple of weeks. But we'll be playing again next week with Monarch Herman. I think Samuel III could have been better had he not been a church lover. Well, there. He sold our crabs. Wait, I made a profit. That's all good. I gave you all a bribe on the way out as well. You're welcome. Lake, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Lake in chat. Thank you very much. See you next Saturday. Well, we're going to do more. Oh. And Gibbo, goodbye to Gibbo as well. Thank you very much for being here. What am I going to play next? I don't know. Let's have a think. Oh, who else is saying goodbye? Dean, Nivbilk, goodbye to both of you. Bye-bye. Everyone's saying goodbye. Everyone's leaving? Yeah, it's because it's the end of King of the Castle. That's ultimately... Oh, Little Less Tooth, I missed yours. Goodbye as well. It's been real. We've had a really tumultuous game here. Let's see.